9000 or visit onlymezzo.com.
Emergency now on Cozy.
Portions of TV23's internet provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublet, this is High Plains Today.
Hello, everybody. You know what? It's Tuesday, January 30th, 2018. January 30th. Welcome to High Plains Today here on TV23. You know what? It's not going to be a bad day. So let's just get right into it and see what's happening out there. A 23-year-old Alberto Tejo of Garden City appeared yesterday morning in the courtroom at the Finney County Law Enforcement Center for what had been scheduled in December as his sentencing. In what was instead a case management hearing, Tejo appeared alongside his new defense counsel, Jace Dillon of Garden City, after severing his client relationship with Chief Public Defender Ron Evans amid accusations of intentionally underperforming, giving misleading information, and violating attorney-client privilege. Now, Tejo is charged with the voluntary manslaughter and the stabbing death of 23-year-old Carlos Romero on July 2nd of last year in front of Romero's house. During yesterday's proceeding, Tejo's motion to officially withdraw from representation by the Public Defender's Office was granted by the court. The Dodge City Chamber officially welcomed Boutique Air to the Dodge City Regional Airport yesterday with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. More than 100 people crowded into the terminal where they heard from Dodge City Mayor Kent Small and Boutique Air CEO Brian Murphy, and saw one of the planes Boutique Air has been flying to service the area. Jan Stevens, director of the Dodge City Convention and Visitors Bureau, said the return of air service will bolster the business, agriculture, and tourism industries. Now, the move into Dodge City allows Boutique to expand from its Denver location and deliver dependable, affordable air service to Southwest Kansas. The airline promises reliable flights with cheaper prices. Here's an update to the story we brought you yesterday about the missing Salina man. Salina police say the elderly man who was the subject of a statewide silver alert was found dead in his car. A Dickinson County deputy yesterday found the body of 89-year-old Gene Oliver Wolf after receiving a report that a car had gone off a county road. Wolf, who had Alzheimer's and dementia, was reported missing Saturday afternoon. Relatives said he left his home and said he was going to his parents' gravesite in Manchester. Authorities found no signs of foul play. Well, as a television service provider and a member-owned cooperative, Pioneer Communications is faced with the harsh reality of passing annual cable rate increases through to their customers. As a result of programming rate increases, the subscription rate for the basic package will increase to $79.99 per month, active February 28th of this year. Pioneer Communications said in a release they regret the need for a rate increase. However, cable networks' programming costs continue to increase at an alarming rate. Cable rates are frustrating for them as a provider. Now, programmers like ESPN, ABC, TBS, NBC, etc., are raising their prices for them to carry their channel at an unsustainable 40%, 50%, or even 100% year over year in the rates. Now, TV23, though, is a free service to any cable systems provider. Nearly 191,000 Kansans are experiencing flu-like symptoms, making Kansas the sickest state in the country. Now, according to data from Kinsa, that's a company that tracks the spread of the flu in real time with the help of their smart thermometers, over 6% of the state's population is suffering from a cough, sore throat, and chills. The current population of Kansas is over 2 million people. The national illness level sits at 5% this week. Last year, Kansas peaked with 5.3% of residents sick. Today, 6.6% are sick, and the number is continuing to climb. Nationally, the illness level increased 42% from this time last year, which is about 16.3 million people. Missouri, by the way, is the second sickest state at 6.5%. Governor Sam Brownback on Friday issued a proclamation declaring today a day of prayer and fasting in Kansas and issued the following statement. I personally feel blessed by the time I have spent serving our great state and would like to observe a time of prayer and fasting before God takes me on to the next part of my journey. I invite all Kansans to join me as we pray for our state and our nation. Now, this is Governor Brownback's final proclamation, signed as governor of Kansas. So, with Governor Brownback's resignation, Lieutenant Governor Jeff Collier goes from one of the most anonymous jobs in the state to its most prominent. Kansans, in turn, will find themselves with a new governor. Collier's politics may run as conservative as the man he'll replace, just more low-key. The interim promotion gives Collier a chance to rise above what's been a relatively low-profile political career marked by gradual success, then confrontation or daring choices. He'll be sworn in tomorrow. Man, I'm having a hard time talking today. The moon is providing a rare triple treat this week. Tomorrow, much of the world will get to see not only a blue moon and a supermoon, but also a total lunar eclipse, all rolled into one. There hasn't been a triple lineup like this since 1982, and the next won't occur until 2037. A blue moon is the second full moon in a month. A supermoon is a particularly close full or new moon, appearing somewhat brighter and bigger, and of course a total lunar eclipse or blood moon, for its reddish tinge, has the moon completely bathed in Earth's shadow. The eclipse will be visible best in the western half of the United States and Canada before the moon sets early tomorrow morning. Totality will last more than an hour. NASA plans to provide a live stream of the moon from telescopes in California and Arizona beginning at 5:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Well, that's a look at some of the stuff that's happening out there. You know, we're going to have some more roller coaster temperatures, maybe, just maybe, a chance of a little precipitation coming up. I'll be back with the forecast after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV 23 with host Chris Jewell. TV 23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is wherever you want it to be. That's Independence University. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate.
1-800-274-8142. 40 million. That's the number of free phones still available and the number of how many Americans can still get prescriptions free.
Free could be wonderful.
That's why I'm still working at 77 years old to pay off my prescriptions.
I needed to have a prescription filled and I had to leave because I couldn't afford it.
Call now and see what's available for you. Free prescriptions. Over 10 million people get prescriptions free, and the program has expanded so another 40 million can. Free dental. Over 15,000 dentists have provided over $330 million in free dental work. Free cell phones. 40 million free cell phones are still available with free minutes and more.
Free cell phone would change my life right now because it is something I cannot afford to get.
Medical supplies like back braces, knee braces, and diabetic supplies may be covered too. The free RX Plus hotline has saved callers over $12 million on their prescription costs. These free programs are now available to 40 million more people. Call now.
You want to feel connected, informed, included, inspired. So when important things happen, we're here. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. On every screen in your life. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
And we're back. We're looking off over the metropolitan Sublette area, off to the northeast. Got a few hot clouds out there today. Trust me, though, there's no moisture or anything in that. Taking a look at the readings here at the station, you know what? We're at 53 degrees. Now, it was chippy when you walked out the door this morning. Right now, relative humidity, 32%. So a lot of times when you scooch across stuff, you're going to get a little buzz. Wind, south-southwest at 4. Looking at the current temperature. Now, look at this. Elkhart and Guyman are already in the 60s today, as the southwest wind and warming trend moves up. Now, this is going to be the warmer area today, so, you know, it always happens that way. Looking at the current dew points, everybody's getting that static electricity going because there's just not a lot of humidity in the air. Current winds out there right now, everybody's pretty much in the teens except Dodge City. Windy at 28. Everybody's pretty much out of the south-southwest. Lamar, you're out of the west, northwest. There is a cold front coming this way, going to be here tomorrow morning. Yesterday, highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport. We got to 57, 71 back in 71. 13 was the overnight low, minus 11 back in 1949, nothing in the bucket. All right, here's what we've got in store for today. Yes, that is a 72. Winds are going to be out of the south-southwest at 14. Remember, it's very dry out there, even though these aren't giant winds. Still, high fire danger. Tonight, not nearly as cold, 33 the overnight low. Winds are still going to be out of the south with that warmer air at 13. Tomorrow, we're not going to be as warm because there is a cold front coming this way. 55 is going to be our high. Winds are going to be out of the north-northwest at 14 as that cold front comes through, switching around to the northeast. Going to cool down just a little bit tomorrow night. 26 for the overnight low. Winds will be out of the north at 10. Now, as you get into the 7-day, you can see we've got this cooling trend coming now. On Thursday, we're looking at 42 for the high. Then we're going to warm back up as that cool front moves out. But then again on Sunday, we've got a 32% or 20% chance of rain. 32 right now is the projected high, but trust me, that could fall. So I don't look for the precipitation, maybe more in central Kansas than southwest, and it's going to be cold on Sunday. That's it. The look at the weather. We'll be back with more right after this.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is wherever you want it to be. That's Independence University. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate.
1-800-274-8142.
40 million. That's the number of free phones still available and the number of how many Americans can still get prescriptions free.
Free could be wonderful.
That's why I'm still working at 77 years old to pay off my prescriptions.
I needed to have a prescription filled, and I had to leave because I couldn't afford it.
Call now and see what's available for you. Free prescriptions. Over 10 million people get prescriptions free, and the program has expanded, so another 40 million can. Free dental. Over 15,000 dentists have provided over $330 million in free dental work. Free cell phones. 40 million free cell phones are still available with free minutes and more.
Free cell phone would change my life right now because it is something I cannot afford to get.
Medical supplies like back braces, knee braces, and diabetic supplies may be covered too. The free RX Plus hotline has saved callers over $12 million on their prescription costs. These free programs are now available to 40 million more people. Call now.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you are really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
And welcome back. I'm joined in studio today by he is the Grand Poobah. He is the General Chairman, International Pancake Day, Liberal America, coming up soon.
Very quick, February 13th.
Greg Bird, there he is. I'm telling you, he is the top dog for the next 2 years.
2 years, yes.
You're General Chairman for 2 years. But you've been on the committee forever.
Correct.
Okay, maybe not forever, but you've been on there a long time.
Yes. Been the breakfast chairman for, 15 years plus.
So, all right. So this year, are you going to have withdrawals because you're going to have to be making sure of this and that and everything, and you won't be able to hang out by the big griddle?
It's going to be hard because I'm going to have to be up there on stage, and they're going to be right over there cooking, and I won't be over there to make sure everything's going okay. So
that's going to kill you.
It is going to be tough.
All right. So who's in charge of the breakfast now?
Marvin Billings.
Oh no. Well, Marvin, he's been
my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's been doing it for a very, very long time also. In fact, isn't Marvin the one that got the new griddle built and stuff?
He is.
So, yes, his baby.
We figured he's actually been behind the scenes working on the breakfast since 1981.
Wow.
So, and that's that's when we moved back to Liberal, so about the same time.
Wow.
So it's been a while.
I didn't realize Marvin had been doing that so long. Mm-hmm. All right. So, well, anyway, coming up, this is the 69th Annual International Pancake Day. And actually, Shrove Tuesday, Pancake Day is going to be February 13th. But there's a lot of stuff going on leading up to that.
That's
and
right.
then some stuff that day also, a little bit of stuff, right?
Correct.
Okay, so we start on that Friday previous, the 9th, I think it is.
Yeah, Friday afternoons when the kids, the grade schools have their eating and flipping contest to compete against each other. School will compete against this school, so it's a lot of fun. They have a great time. And it helps, we tell them, explain what Pancake Day is and get that word out too.
All right, so for those people who go, what is Pancake Day? You'd be surprised how many people you run into and they go, what is Pancake Day?
Yes.
All right, give me the elementary school version of Pancake Day.
The short version.
Yes.
All right. Well, the reason it was on Shrove Tuesday is back in the 1400s, actually in England, there was a lady that was trying to finish up her grease before Lent started. And the church bells went off. So she was hurrying out of her kitchen, carrying her griddle or skillet with the pancakes in it, running to the church. And she flipped the pancakes so they didn't burn on the skillet before she got to the church. So that's what the tradition got started.
And that was in Olney, England.
Yes. They've been doing that for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Then the JCs in 1949 decided they were going to have a Pancake Day in Liberal and started talking with the Olney England over there and do a little competition. So 1950 was the first race. First Pancake Day was in 1949. First race was in 1950.
And that was, and so every year, and so if you've ever been to Liberal, the starting line for the International Pancake Race is on Kansas Avenue there in front of the Memorial Library.
Correct.
Goes down to 4th Street, turns right, goes down to Lincoln and turns left. And it's what, 400 and some yards?
Correct,
right
400 meters.
Okay. And now this course in Liberal mirrors the one in Olney, kind of.
Kind of.
Their
yes.
streets are much more narrow.
Yes. That is one of the things we tried to make sure to keep the brick streets on part of that so it would mimic the cobblestone streets over there. So when we were redoing our streets, we didn't want them to cover over the bricks, keep them open so that it's more fair.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't want a giant advantage.
That's true.
All right. So let's get back to when all the festivities get started, because after you have the kids, then really on that Saturday is when things really start to get kicked off, right?
Yes. Friday or Saturday morning at the Girl Scout building in Light Park is the actual eating and flipping contest for both kids and adults. So it's a lot of fun. It gets we've had to put a lot of plastic down to keep the syrup and batter and pancakes from going every which way. But it is a lot of fun.
Okay, so that starts, you can register at what, 8:30?
8:30 Saturday morning.
And then at 9:30 the race is on, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then yet that day, talent show preliminaries are going to be that day. Now, if you want to sign up, you can still do that. Now, there's what, 4 age groups in the talent show.
Correct.
And there'll be cash prizes.
Correct.
And you have till what, February 2nd?
February 2nd is the sign up, and you can do it online or call the Hall of Fame. Either
Go
way.
see Joanne at the Pancake Hall of Fame, and it's right there on Lincoln at the finish line between 3rd and 4th Street. Big house says International Pancake Museum.
Correct.
Has a big sign. You can't miss it.
I hope not.
All right. So then there is like a fun run.
There's a 5K called the Pancake Chase. Starts Saturday afternoon. So that's at what, 1:30? I think.
1:30. Yes. 1:30. All right. So then we get done. We get through all the eating, flipping, running, entertainment on Saturday. Then Sunday is kind of we'll just kind of slow things down. 3 o'clock is at the Liberal High School James Mascus Auditorium. Right. That'll be the finals.
The finals for the talent show, correct.
Okay, because they go through all the prelims on Saturday, and then those that make it, I think there's, I don't remember, what, 5 per age group they'll take to the finals? Something
Correct.
Like that.
Yes. I think that's
And
right.
then they'll perform on Sunday for cash prizes. All right, so we get through Sunday, get into Monday. You have a dignitary reception.
Yeah, Monday's fairly slow. That's the dignitary reception is at Baker Art. Starts at 5 o'clock that evening, goes till 7. It gives us a day to get set up for Tuesday morning, though. So it's nice. There's not a lot going on Monday.
Yeah, and this year there's what, about 106 people running for governor. So there'll be a lot of those people out here for Tuesday. So because on Tuesday that's when things really start to happen.
Tuesday gets very busy. The breakfast, we start serving the breakfast at 6 o'clock, goes till 10. We do have, like say, we were up in Topeka Monday and Tuesday this week, talked to a lot of the legislators, got some of them coming out, so it's going to be fun.
And now to get into the breakfast, you can see Greg is wearing a button here, and that is the official International Pancake Day button. If you have that button, you get right in to the pancake breakfast. And how much are the buttons?
They're $4 for the button. Get you into the breakfast, sausage, orange juice, coffee, and all the pancakes you can eat. How's
All
that?
right. So $4, and if you don't have one, when you get there, they'll get you one.
Yes.
That's not a problem. Because you guys fire up the grill about what, 3 o'clock?
Yeah, about 5 o'clock. It's fired up. We get
All right. So then they'll be cooking pancakes. Then after the pancakes, though, then you hurry downtown because you start with the kids' races at 10 o'clock out there in front of the Hall of Fame.
Correct. Yeah, we got all the different kids' races, then the men's pacer race, and then 11:55 is the international race.
That's the time that the church bells allegedly rang, and only.
Correct.
So at 11:55, that's when the gun goes off and the women take off, and they have to wear a bandana, an apron, they got a frying pan, and they have a pancake in it.
Right.
And they have to flip
to start,
and then they flip at the end. It doesn't matter if you have this much pancake left, right?
As long as
you
there's
have to have something.
Part of the pancake in there, you're good.
All right, so then after the race at 11:55, then the important stuff is, now this is why we have all this, is the shriving service at the United Methodist Church.
Correct.
And that's just Kitty Wampus right across from the Hall of Fame.
It's pretty fast. As soon as we get done with the race, we've got to get pictures taken and hurry over to the Methodist Church. Start the shriving service at 12:15. At 1:15, then we do the international video conference with only to compare times and see
who won.
Who won? Yes.
And then at 3 o'clock, free parade, Kansas Avenue, all kinds of stuff going on.
Right.
It's going to be a big weekend.
It will be.
Good luck, Greg.
Thank you. It's going to be fun.
And if you want to know anything, you can go on to pancakeday.net, or you can find them on Facebook under International Pancake Day. It's an easy deal. So if you want to, get involved. Thanks for coming. I'm sure we'll see more of you that week. Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
Stick around. I'll be back with more right after this.
take your internet by the reins. Pioneer Communications offers blazing fast speeds up to 50 meg. Make slow internet a thing of the past and sign up for faster internet today. Pioneer Communications, your community connected.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is wherever you want it to be. That's Independence University. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate.
1-800-274-8142.
40 million. That's the number of free phones still available and the number of how many Americans can still get prescriptions free.
Free could be wonderful.
That's why I'm still working at 77 years old to pay off my prescriptions.
I needed to have a prescription filled and I had to leave because I couldn't afford it.
Call now and see what's available for you. Free prescriptions. Over 10 million people get prescriptions free, and the program has expanded, so another 40 million can. Free dental. Over 15,000 dentists have provided over $330 million in free dental work. Free cell phones. 40 million free cell phones are still available with free minutes and more.
Free cell phone would change my life right now because it's something I cannot afford to get.
Medical supplies like back braces, knee braces, and diabetic supplies may be covered too. The free RX Plus hotline has saved callers over $12 million on their prescription costs. These free programs are now available to 40 million more people. Call now.
Svi Mikhailuk had 22 points to lead four Kansas players in double figures. The 7th-ranked Jayhawks beat K-State 70-56 last night. They retained sole possession of the Big 12. Devontae Graham had 16 points and Malik Newman had 13 for the Jayhawks, who celebrated the Kansas Day holiday with their 7th straight victory over their biggest conference rival. Now, it was the first time in 4 meetings, though, that the outcome was decided by more than 3 points. The others had been fairly competitive. This one, not so much. And you know what else? This is Super Bowl week. Did you watch it last night? They don't call it Media Day anymore. They call it opening night at the Super Bowl in Minneapolis. I don't get it. Anyway, let's take a last look at our weather. You know what? It's warming up in a hurry. We've gone up 2 degrees just during the newscast. It's 55. Relative humidity 30%. Winds are out of the south-southwest at 6. Barometric pressure is falling. Now, we're going to have a little bit of wind. Remember, there is a high fire danger out there. We're going to get 72 today, 55 tomorrow as a cold front rolls in. Maybe some precipitation this weekend, just maybe. Go on and have a great day, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Are you sure? Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits in addition to those found in original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free with no obligation to enroll. In addition to hospital and medical coverage, at no extra cost, you could also get coverage for prescription drugs, dental, hearing, vision, and more. In many areas, plans with benefits are available with $0 copays for many services, $0 monthly premiums, or $0 deductibles. That's hospital, medical, prescription drug, dental coverage, and more included in one plan with premiums that may be as low as $0 a month. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 1-800-521-3583. That's 1-800-521-3583.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is wherever you want it to be. That's Independence University. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate.
1-800-274-8142.
You want to feel connected, informed, included, inspired. So when important things happen, we're here. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. on every screen in your life. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
On Cozy.
Portions of TV23's Internet provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the High Plains with news, weather,